My orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother. Who are you? Another of these useless Leowin layabouts? No, you're... My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin, only once the expedition got underway and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away. Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them? I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? I can pay if I have to. There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Eolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a High Elf researcher, Dijos, an Argonian scout, and Garlor, a Wood Elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them. Not much. Zagira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy her story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. I figured they were just treasure hunters looking for plunder. We had no idea they were a cult. About the time they said, "Don't kill her, we need her for the ritual," and while they were trying to subdue me. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. No one else escaped, that I know of. We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I have a spare. They're simple enough to use if you've never tried one. All right, but remember, you already agreed to help me. It'd be rude to back out now. But seriously, I need your help. Please don't change your mind. It's Daedric, in origin. Our employer claimed it was recently uncovered, but I have a hard time believing no one noticed it until now. And despite its condition, it doesn't seem that old. Barely any overgrowth at all. None of it makes any sense. 100 years old at most. I couldn't tell you who built it, or how it came to be demolished, though. I didn't get much time to study it before those fetching cultists tried to throw a sack over my head and drag me off. Just line up your sights with a suitable anchor point, release the bolt, and get ready to fly. Don't worry, they're pretty much designed to do all the work. The worst you'll have to worry about is underestimating the pull and spraining your neck. We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here. Not our sky. It wasn't like this before. We should hurry. The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough for the grapple bow. Base camp should be... Eolaf! What are those fetchers doing to him?
We can make use of this place again. The years will make it so.
That's Eolaf. One of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've got him strung up like a new life pony guar. Survey stones my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something. Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guar dung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of him. I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Olaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. The sudden shock of destroying the stone might kill him. We could try weakening the ritual before ending it entirely. That array by Olaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point nearby. Destroying that might lighten the load on Olaf, and the backlash of ending the ritual by force. It's the best chance of saving him. We need to stop that ritual, the sooner the better, but Olaf's chances of surviving go up exponentially if we try picking it apart carefully, instead of smashing the central array right at the start. The grapple bow should help us search around. I don't know it. I'm making an educated guess. Daedrology is my main field of study, though I tend to avoid getting caught up in their worship and rituals. Mostly, I'm fascinated why anyone would join these fetching cults in the first place. I took an interest in the anticipations of the tribunal and my ancestors' worship of them before the three rose to godhood. Dark elves aren't the only ones who revere Daedra alongside divines, but now's not the time for a philosophical discussion.
Endure, Nord. The foothold is nearly complete.
That voice! That did it! The ritual's weakened! Olaf! Follow me, quickly!
You don't have to tell me twice.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Olaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them too, if we're careful. It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but they were using Olaf's soul to power it. The Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones. If we head out the other side of these corridors, we should be on the right path.
That was horrible. I felt like my soul was getting torn out of me, little by little. Trying to pitch me into Orky's gnarled teeth. Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. Would have killed me if you hadn't come along. Was it always this hot in here? I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about positioning the other stones. They sent each of us as an escort, split us up. If they got the better of me, I'm sure the others are in just as much trouble now. Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I can feel my strength coming back. I think I'll be good enough to move once I've caught my breath. I'll be fine. Help the others while there's still time.
Hold on. I recognize that journal. It belonged to Ardia. Well, I'll be. Ardia actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it. Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should keep looking for the rest of those sacrificial stones. Whoever's still bound up in the cult's rituals is in the greatest danger. It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire and everything's scorched. Did the cult come here just to destroy this place? That hardly makes any sense, but Daedra worship too often doesn't. It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows? Maybe their magic isn't just feeding on the souls of those they've captured, but everything here. All the more reason to stop them, quickly. Lava? And look, those trees! The shifting is more It's getting to the point. Looks like they caught Ardia after all. We need to free her.
You came back, Mirri. I look forward to reuniting you with your brother.
There's still something drawing power from the ritual. Let's keep looking. We need to free... stopping the ritual. All of them. Now, the array. Come on, Ardia. Watch your step.
I'm just a little unsteady. Normally, I love new experiences. It's why I got into exploring. Not that one. Never, ever again. Oh, I thought I'd never see that again. Thank you. I have a great deal to add to it now. I think it's good to record all you can, good and bad. It forces you to think about what you've seen and done. Makes you more mindful of how events shape you. Zigira was yelling at her followers about jeopardizing the foothold when I was trying to escape. I don't quite get what she meant, but I think they're turning this place into their stronghold. And I saw Zigira when they caught me, the real Zigira. Among her followers, she dropped the mask she'd been wearing. She's a Daedra. These cultists are the usual misguided fools dabbling with things they don't really understand. They're true believers. I'll never forget how they howled for her adulation.
It looks like Ardia will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time. I can't be certain, but Dijo, Scarlor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured and bound like the other two. We need to stop these rituals, and not just for their sakes. I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this place is being overtaken by another plane. If I had to guess, I'd say it's becoming the Deadlands. I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nirn, more like a piece of our world bottled up, and the cult is trying to fill the bottle from another source.
Garlor? Oh, fetching Vic!
He's gone. Soul-shriven. I've read accounts of this happening, but I've never seen it myself. This ravaged body is all that's left of Garlor. His soul, gone somewhere far worse. This is what will happen to the others. To my little brother. Right. You're right. This isn't the time to lose it. There's still hope for the others. Garlor couldn't have wandered far like this. There must be another ritual site nearby. Let's go. Come on. Come on. This is it! And they've got Dichos!
Keep ready.
This focal point is finished, but it wasn't the only one by the look of it.
Waste away.
It stopped feeding on their soul. Let's do the same to the rest. You're free! Come on!
You came back for me?
We managed to save her. I don't know if that'll improve her opinion of me. Well, my kind. But I'm glad. I wouldn't wish what happened to poor Garlor on anyone. Liam. Hang in there, little brother. We'll find you. We seem to be getting close to the heart of the cult's plot. Other than the ruins, the terrain here is unrecognizable from where we came from. I'd wager that's where we'll find him. And Zagira. No, I don't care about that hooded viper. I just want my little brother back. But if she stands in our way, I'll gladly kick her fetching ass back to oblivion. Come on, Liam needs me.
Thanks to you, there will be something left for the Hist when my time finally comes. But I did not expect the Dark Elf to stick her neck out for me. Dark Elves have not been kind to my eggkin, and I have not been kind to theirs in turn. I see I judged her too harshly. I should apologize to her and her brother, if he still lives. He was taken prisoner by Zagira, personally. To the heart of the vault, she said. Further down this path. Where it leads, I cannot say. I don't even recognize this place anymore.
I only know it dries my scales worse than Ebonheart.
Kira! Give Liam back, and maybe I won't fetch and kill you!
You may listen to your brother's muffled screams, unmolested, as you stand helpless before this gateway.
Damn it! She sealed the gate! We need to remove that barrier! That switch might have something to do with it. I think that did it! The gate's unsealed! Let's find Liam. Zakira, if you think a little lava is going to stop me, you've got another thing coming. Lightened their burden a bit, but it might not be enough. Look for other focal crystals. That's done it! Now, destroy the array! This is it! We're going to save Liam and stop Sagira's plot here and now! Let's find the ritual's focal points and weaken it so we can set him free. I don't know. He's my little brother. I have to try. If it comes to it. End the ritual prematurely. I'd rather send Liam into the arms of Mother Morrowind than let Oblivion have him. Just try. Please.
Mirri,
I'll get
I
you
thought
out
I'd
of
never
here.
see you again.
You can inform your worthless legates that we stopped the cultists. No thanks to you.
Just be grateful your little...
Thought I was finished there. Mirri, too. I was praying to the three that she wasn't going to share my fate. Someone was listening, because you're a real godsend. Yes, I think so. Still feeling drained, but I'm beginning to get sensation back in my chest. Really odd feeling, let me tell you. I don't recommend it. Mirri brought me along to have someone she could trust, but I just ended up being a liability. Just what I overheard. It's not like Zakira gloated about her genius plans while I was bound up. She mostly just yelled at me for Mirri causing trouble and told me all the horrible things that would happen when they tossed my soul to Mehrunes Dagon. Well, there was this one thing that stuck out. The cult Zakira was leading is much bigger than this group. Something about how this foothold would be vital to their ambitions. All rather typical cult drivel, if you ask me. Well, I'm the baby brother, and Mirri takes her place as the eldest very seriously. She's more of a mother than our mother in some ways. Mom would call this a learning experience. Doesn't like to cuddle. Oh, no. Mom would have beaten Zakira to death with a cook pan if it came down to it. She'd just lecture us about needing to be able to get ourselves out of a pinch without her. You know how adventurers are.
We did it! My little brother is safe, and that backstabbing viper Zagira's plans are in shambles. Oh, I almost wish I could see what Dagon does to her for her failure, but my imagination's probably better than his anyway. We leave this useless swit to his report and count to Zora's lucky stars. My little brother is alive and well, thanks to you. That's more than I could ask. We owe you. If you ever need anything, and I mean anything, you can count on me. I should get word that we're safe to our parents as soon as possible. I hope to see you again soon. And Liam, straight to Leywin, you hear?
I just want a moment to catch my breath and thank your friend here, Mother.
Did I miss anything interesting? Problem, Sarah?